Hello, my friend, and welcome to this reading. My name is Oki, and today we will explore a blessing that is already there, a blessing that you have overlooked. We will have a look at the reasons why you have overlooked it, how you can claim it right now, and also how it will change your life. And then, of course, as always, at the end of each reading, I will sum up the reading in affirmations for you in case you want to continue working with the energies of the reading. And as you can see, I've shuffled out 3 cards for you to choose from. And we have card number 1 was Transcendence. Card number 2 was Nurture Yourself. And card number 3 was Lemurian Waters. And as always, you will find the timestamps in the description box below, so I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this beautiful card, Transcendence. I love the colors on this card. So yeah, I think the blessing that is already there and that you have overlooked is that something is opening up for you. Perhaps your psychic senses are being activated, or your intuition. Something, I get this sense of opening up the curtains, lifting, you being able to see deeper into something, understand it more, gain a deeper understanding, a deeper wisdom, a deeper inner knowledge about something. But let's have a look what this is actually about. What is this blessing that is already there? Oh, sunny day. And let's get some tarot cards to go with that. We have the Ace of Coins and the Knight of Coins. Interesting. So something about building something that lasts, gaining more stability perhaps. And it's interesting because with this first card I got the sense of opening, something rising up, and now with those 2 coins card I get a sense of grounding. So perhaps both expanding upwards but also downwards towards the earth and expanding overall. An overall sense of expansion, growth, abundance coming in, but in a very grounding and centered and lasting way, in a way where you slowly build it up. And it could be something that is brand new, a brand new project, a brand new home perhaps a brand new routine, a self-care routine or productivity routine. And with this Oh Sunny Day card, it really reminds me of the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland, who is sitting on the mushroom and sort of giving her his wisdom, but giving it to her sort of in riddles. And it's a sunny day, but this person is using an umbrella. So I think there's something that feels a bit paradoxical or ambiguous about this blessing or the situation. And that could perhaps be why you overlooked it. But let's get some more cards to see why you have actually overlooked it. And I think we will circle back and gain more clarity on what this blessing actually is later. But for now, let's get some cards on why you've overlooked it. And we have Bloom. And again, I want to get some tarot cards to go with that. Why have you overlooked this blessing? Ace of Swords and Eight of Cups. Okay, I think you have overlooked this blessing because this blessing somehow requires you to leave your comfort zone, or to leave behind something that felt at least okay to you, perhaps even felt great to you. And perhaps you received this call to go further, to go deeper, to go adventuring, to go exploring. But somehow perhaps you felt that it was unnecessary to take the step, and you rather wanted to stick with what is known. Or perhaps you invested a lot of energy in something. That's what I'm getting with the bloom card, sort of like you planned a garden, you planted the garden. So now you don't want to leave before you have harvested the fruits of the garden. And of course, that's a sort of valid sentiment, and that is a very reasonable thought. However, I feel something is calling you that is even better than where you are at right now. But perhaps it's something that is a bit unclear to you at this moment. Or that seemed like it would take a lot of effort at this moment. And it's interesting because this Ace of Swords, it refers to the story of the Gordian knot. Is that what it's called in English? I think it is. This knot anyway. And the knot was a riddle, and no one could solve this riddle until Alexander the Great came, and he just took his sword and cut the knot in half. That's how he solved the riddle. So more about something that is a bit of a riddle or a bit mysterious. Yeah, I think you were being asked to step into the unknown, to leave the known for the unknown. And that's why you were hesitant to go for it, to follow your intuition. Okay, let's have a look next at how you can claim that blessing now. How can you claim that blessing now? Sacred boundaries. And I find it interesting because with this tiger leaping, the first thing I heard was take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Okay, let's get some tarot cards as well for this. How can you claim it now? How can you claim that blessing now? The Magician, very beautiful. And the Four of Coins. Yeah, there's something that you need to let go of, something that you're holding on to tightly. Something where you want to take the safe route, and now you're being asked to take the leap of faith instead. And of course, as always, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just reading the cards. So please make sensible decisions about what feels safe to you and what doesn't. But perhaps be a bit more creative, be a bit more curious. If there is sort of a riddle or ambiguity, don't dismiss it. Try to be drawn into the riddle, the unknown, the obscure, perhaps. And trust that it will open up, that the veil will lift, that you will be able to understand it. And it's interesting because, again, this card, the hand on it, almost looks like it could be a hand saying stop, but to me in this reading it feels more like a hand giving you a blessing. So in Eastern sculpture and paintings and religious art, when a deity is holding up the hand like this, it can represent a blessing. So I think you're receiving a blessing or a go-ahead from the spiritual world. Use your creativity, use your imagination is what I'm hearing with the Magician card. And also, you got this. You are well prepared for this journey into the unknown is what I'm getting. Okay. Let's have a look next at how this blessing will change your life, or how your life will change once you've claimed this blessing. It's in you. That looks very beautiful and very powerful with the lion and all those crystals. Again, something very solid growing, something very stable. And also the third eye opening. Yeah, I think your power, your psychic powers are being unlocked for you. And your inner power, your inner wisdom, and your courage and clarity. With those two powerful cats here. Yeah, something about your inner power. Justice and the Seven of Cups. Yes, you will be able to create justice for yourself and to harvest those karmic rewards. Even if you walk away from those more immediate rewards, you will be able to receive rewards on a higher level, on a karmic level. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel that there's not just one blessing coming in, there's so many blessings coming in. So once you have unlocked this inner power, this inner path, you will be able to create so much more for yourself, to receive so much more blessings. Okay. Let's have a look next at what else you need to know about this. What else do you need to know about this? The Mystic. Let's get one more. And the Father. Okay. Again, with the Mystic, those eyes, your third eye is being activated. You will be able to see, and by being able to see, you will always also be able to spread your wings and fly and move forward. And with this card and the tree on it, again, something is growing both up and down. And it's very stable and grounded, but also very expansive. I think that's what your energies are shifting into now. I want to get maybe 2-3 more tarot cards to see if we can understand it more. Page of Coins. Knight of Cups and Death. Okay, let me put it like so. Yeah, again with the Page of Coins, you are going on a new adventure. On an adventure of building something for you, creating something for you, as I mentioned in the beginning. It could be a project or a job or a home, or self-care routines, taking care of your body, perhaps also creative projects or as I mentioned before, having a garden, cultivating a garden. And with the Knight of Cups, I feel that the message is you are not doing that from your mind. You're not choosing your path from what seems the most reasonable path, because doing that is sort of what led you to not claim the blessing or ignore the blessing. I think now you're doing it more from your emotions, from your intuition, perhaps from divine guidance. That is what will move you forward. Trusting is what I'm hearing again, that this is the right path, taking this leap of faith. Trusting your inner guidance. Trusting that those intuitive and psychic skills that are being unlocked work in your favor and that you can trust them. And yes, I feel there's a bit of a transformation that you have to go through, leaving something behind in order to make space for something new to come into your life. But I do think it will be very, very worth it. Very worth it. And again, this sort of pulling apart, pulling away the curtain, looking behind the curtain, the veils lifting. The path of the mystic, perhaps, where you want to reach the sense of transcendence, where you want to have a deeper connection to the divine and bring that more into your life. And experience life on a whole new and deeper level, full of wonders, full of blessings. And this inner sense of courage and certainty and confidence. With this "It's in you" card. Everything is already inside of you. You don't have to sort of look outside of you for what you need or want. You can create it with the Magician also from within yourself. But there's something that you have to let go of, and I think you will know what it is. Something like your old routines or habits, or your old system of safety and security. And again, please make good decisions for yourself. But an example would be that you feel drawn to perhaps starting your own business, and for that you have to leave the job that is paying well, that you are at the moment, or something like that. Or perhaps you want to go traveling and exploring, or move to another city or even country, and for that you will have to leave behind what you know so well, what you're used to, what has been your support system for so long. So yeah, I think this journey, why you haven't been able to embrace it, is because it feels a bit uncertain to you. But it will become very, very clear once you follow that path, once you follow that calling. Okay, so let me sum up this reading in affirmations for you. I am now ready to take a leap of faith and follow my intuition and inner wisdom. I embrace the path of the mystic and leave behind an ordinary life. I am ready to accept wonders and blessings in my life now. I trust that this transition, this transformation is for my highest good. Okay, those were the affirmations that wanted to come through. Of course, you could come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let us know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, group number 2, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this beautiful card, Nurture Yourself. And there's this beautiful rainbow light coming in. So yeah, I'm getting this sense of pause and relax and rejuvenate your body and your spirit. A moment of stillness, perhaps. Yeah, those are the first things that are coming through, but let's have a closer look at what it actually is. That is already there, what blessing it is that is already there. New directions. Okay. And of course the dandelion, or blowing on a dandelion and making a wish, can stand for wishes coming true. I want to get 2 more cards and they fell out, so I'm taking them. And we have the King of Cups and the 8 of Wands. And that's interesting because the 8 of Wands can speak of very swift movement. And with this card, I got this moment of pause. So perhaps there's a moment of pause before it starts moving very, very quickly. And with the King of Cups and this dragon here, I'm getting that a powerful shift, a powerful transformation is coming. I think you're moving into a phase of your life that will be more emotionally fulfilling than before, and feel more emotionally stable than ever before. New directions, very interesting. Yeah, something is lifting you up and moving you. A wish coming true. Okay, I can feel the energies, but I don't have the words for them right now. So I think we will circle back to that later and have a look now at why you have overlooked this blessing so far. Why have you overlooked this blessing so far? Keys on trees. Okay, and what's standing out here is the cage. And also, there's not just one key, but many keys. So perhaps not being able to choose, being indecisive about which key you should choose, could be. But let's get some more cards. Okay. So many cards fell out, but I am taking them all. Okay, we have the Page of Wands, the World, so also something coming to completion and something new starting, the Moon, and the 9 of Cups. Again, moving towards something that will be more fulfilling emotionally than ever before. A wish being granted. Okay, but why weren't you able to see that blessing or claim that blessing? Yeah, I'm getting also with the Moon a bit of indecision, or perhaps feeling that you needed to pause and rest first. With the World, perhaps you were waiting for something to finish, to be complete. You were waiting for one cycle to end before you can start the new one. And it's interesting because with this nine of Cups energies, I'm also getting a bit of 7 of Cups energy, which also can stand for indecision. Also great opportunities and blessings, but also a bit of indecision. And with the Page of Wands, maybe you were scared to to make rash decisions, or maybe this thing that is coming in, maybe it seemed too big for you. Maybe you felt like, no, that is unrealistic, it's too big of a dream. Maybe you are a very humble person and are very sort of satisfied with what you have. But I think you do have big dreams also. So allow yourself to go there, allow yourself to follow those dreams, to make a choice in that direction, and to choose what in your heart of heart you know that would make you happy, even if you don't know yet how to get there. Don't sort of judge your dreams by how realistic they are. Don't choose your dreams by how realistic they are. They might seem very unrealistic, but this reading is here to tell you that they are not, that they are actually meant to be come true, meant to be yours. And some energy is coming in that is sort of blessing you, that is moving you up and away. And things will move very quickly for you once you claim that reading, blessing. And that's what we are looking at next. How you can actually claim that blessing. And we have evolve into your complexity, with the third eye emphasized here, and this could also be the full moon perhaps. So yeah, really tapping into your intuition and really going for the complexity, going for the most elaborate dreams, not the simple dreams. And get out of your head. Yeah, that goes so well with what I was talking about before. Don't judge your dreams by how realistic they are or they appear to be. And here again, you have sort of a goal. Go for that goal. Don't let the rooster distract you. And the rooster could stand for your own thoughts, or maybe other people are telling you this is not for you, or you're dreaming too big, or you're being unrealistic. But really it's about what you want, what you dream of, what you desire, what you wish for. And not about what seems realistic. Or maybe again you're just too humble to accept huge blessings, and you think you perhaps don't deserve them, but you do deserve them. Okay. We have the 10 of coins and the Knight of Swords. Make your move is what I'm hearing with the Knight of Swords. Claim it, claim your dreams, go after your dreams, go after your desires. And again, the Knight of Swords can represent very quick and fast energy. So yeah, allow yourself to go for that, even if it feels a bit scary, even if it feels like you're losing control because things are moving too quickly. I think allow yourself to go for it. And in the long run, it will lead to more stability, to even more stability, to more complexity. So this shift, it's perhaps very quick. And also now looking at this card again. Okay, this dandelion is sort of your balloon lifting you up, but those seeds, they are floating off. So maybe you're worried that this won't be able to carry you far enough because it's sort of breaking apart as it floats. But if that is the case, then this reading is here to tell you, no, this initial energy, this catalyst will be enough to put you on your path. to give you enough momentum to get where you want to go, even if the path is a bit unclear to you, and even if it might seem a bit reckless. Get out of your head, like leave behind your worries and fears and overthinking it. Don't overthink it. Be more impulsive. Of course, don't be reckless, make good decisions, but allow yourself to go with your impulses, your desires, your emotions. Okay, let's have a look next at how this blessing will change your life. How will this blessing change your life? I'm getting so many cards. Okay, I'm taking them. Keep trying. Face your fear. Yeah, we already spoke about that. Shake, release, heal, move on. Again, we already talked about the moving on and a breakthrough. Okay, perhaps we have space for one more tarot card. This one, the King of Coins. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, again, I'm getting everything is shifting, everything is moving, everything is moving very, very quickly. And with the keep trying, I am getting maybe you've tried to go for that dream before and you didn't get there, and so you gave up. But again, I'm hearing this is meant for you. And look at the colors, those lovely pink colors. I think there's a lot of emotional healing coming in again. And just this allowing yourself to go for the things that you want. I think that will really change your sense of self and your sense of self-worth and self-love. And it will allow you to nurture yourself in that way, in this way of feeling deserving of the things that you want. And you will have to face some worries or fears or get out of your head. And it's interesting because this card also has a key on it, and it landed right under the keys on trees. So I think it's speaking about synchronicities or sort of clarity coming in. I think there will be guidance and signs for you, which of the keys is actually the right key, or which of the path forward you would do well to take, or which action to take next. Shake, release, heal, and move on. Yes, I think really to be able to move towards this new thing, as I mentioned before, there's some emotional healing that's required. And I think that healing will come once you allow yourself to move forward. And it will lead to your breakthrough. Yeah, again, I'm hearing everything will change. And I think what will change most is that you will experience more emotional fulfillment, and also with the King of Coins, more stability in your life. And you will gain the sense that you actually have the power to create your dream life. You actually have the power to nurture yourself, support yourself, create the things you want, draw in the relationships that you want, draw in the opportunities, perhaps business opportunities that you want. And overall, I'm getting that perhaps right now you are in a bit of a worried, anxious, overthinking mode. And maybe you're in a sort of stressful or even survival mode, and you will move towards a much more peaceful and tranquil and balanced life, a much more fulfilling life. Yeah, very beautiful, so powerful, but yeah, you will have to sort of push through your fears and worries, and that's of course easier said than done. This getting out of your head is easier said than done. But I think for you, it starts with allowing and with keep trying. Okay, let's have a look next at what else you need to know about this. The fault line. Something is breaking up, something is breaking open, something is moving. And the destroyer. Wow, that's interesting, because that brought in some very new energies, I think. And let's get some tarot cards to go with that. Strength. 5 of Cups. 7 of Coins. Okay, let's see. Because I feel with the fault line and the destroyer, to me it seems that things are changing and shifting anyway with this new direction cards and the 8 of Wands. Things are changing and shifting anyway, so go with that, go with the flow. Again, take action, make your move. Don't wait for things to sort of break down and force you to move forward. Have the strength and the courage to move forward now, or you will regret it. And of course, this reading is not meant as a threat, or it's not meant to make you anxious. So take this with a grain of salt, this move now or regret it later. But yeah, I think for some of you, maybe you need this sort of kick in the butt to be able to move forward. And again, I'm hearing you deserve that. You deserve it. And with the 7 of Coins, I feel you've already worked on yourself or worked on your path or your life. And now the rewards for that want to come in. So be open to receiving those rewards. Be open to receive those blessings. You need this breakthrough, or this breakthrough will be very beneficial for you. As I described before, it will bring you more happiness and tranquility and stability. But I do feel that if you don't make a conscious effort to go for it and embrace it, it might feel more like something is breaking open, whether you want it or not. This is coming, this change is coming, this shift is coming, and with the 8 of Wands, it is coming quickly. So allow yourself to go with the flow, allow yourself to trust. Even if some parts of it are still hidden to you, clarity will come in with this key. But you're being asked to let go of negative thought patterns of fear and worries and overthinking. And you're being asked to nurture and support yourself and find strength within yourself. And again, it doesn't have to be this scary thing or this burden or this I have to. It can be sort of this softer energy of allowing, of trying again, of being gentle with yourself, of allowing yourself to heal and release the old. Because this is a blessing that is coming on this rainbow energy, this uplift from the dandelion card. Yeah, and maybe you can tell that I'm repeating myself, but often I feel that to give you that reading, I don't just want to read the cards. I really want to help you shift those energies. So I'm putting a lot of, let's say, effort or focus into actually really shifting those energies of anxiety and overthinking into this more trusting, open, feeling, sensing energy, peaceful energy, this peaceful energy. You got this. You got this. You are able to support yourself emotionally. Also, perhaps on a practical level, but especially emotionally. And things are aligning for you. Okay, let me try to sum up this reading in affirmations for you. I allow myself now to receive all the blessings that want to come in. I allow myself to go after the things I want and need. I now am courageous and face my fears and negative thoughts about myself and my situation. I trust that this blessing will lead me to more emotional fulfillment, stability, tranquility, and peace. I am worthy of receiving all of those blessings. Okay, those were the affirmations that want to come through. Of course, you could come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let us know in the comments section below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, group number 3, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this card, Lemurian Waters. And what I'm getting with this card is someone is coming in to either help you or mirror your energy, or there are some synergies coming in, or a win-win situation with someone. But let's get some more cards to see what this blessing is actually about, this blessing that is already there. And we have the journey. Perhaps you have already started this journey that you want to go on, or there's a enjoyable journey coming up. Let's get some more tarot cards. The Chariot, also about movement, of course. And the Two of Cups again. Someone is coming in to help you, support you, or perhaps there is a new romance or friendship coming in for you. Something or someone whose energies match you very well. And also with the Chariot, of course, it is drawn by two creatures. So something about, again, someone coming in to help you, or two different things coming together, so they will create forward momentum. Okay. I think we will circle back to that later, but let's have a look next at why you've overlooked the blessing so far. Stranded. Interesting. So yeah, this of course is the opposite of forward movement. So maybe somehow you felt that things aren't moving. And then we have the King of Coins, the 2 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Okay. Or perhaps you were mistaking this being stranded. Perhaps you were mistaking it for stability or for being in a good place. And perhaps there's new opportunities or journeys that open up for you. They seemed like they would be a bit scary or exhausting. Or you just didn't have the energy to go on a new adventure, perhaps. Perhaps you also felt that you are alone in this journey, because perhaps this other energy or person that is meant to support you and help you with that, maybe they are just coming in right now, or maybe you already know them, but you don't have this connection with them yet, or you haven't figured out that they actually want the same things that you want, or want to follow the same path that you want to follow, go on the same journey you want to go on. And of course, this path and journey could be metaphorical. So it could be you want to create a relationship together, or you want to create a project together, a creative project or a work project. Really could be anything. And I think you will know what this is about. Okay. Again, I think we will come back to it later. I want to get some more cards on the table, so let's have a look at how you can claim that blessing now. Perception and attract through glow. Again, with this perception card, something feels very stuck and stagnant, and you somehow need to shift those stagnant, stuck energies. Five of Cups, King of Wands, and 9 of Swords. Attract through glow. And of course, the 5 of Cups is also a card that can speak of being stuck, in this case, being stuck in some sort of difficult emotions or grief over what you have lost, which makes you unable to see what else is out there, what sort of new opportunities are out there. And with the attract through glow, I actually want to shift those cards around, the attract through glow and the King of Wands energy, I get the sense that once you step into your power, once you step into a more positive energy, things will come to you. You will attract the right opportunities, the right partner or partners for your project or for the relationship you want. Step into your power with the King of Wands. Create a vision for yourself, a vision of your dream life, your dream relationship. And that vision, this confidence, that is what will draw the right energies towards you. Don't get stuck, don't get stranded on the things that seem difficult or exhausting or scary or painful. Don't get stuck on the pain from the past. And with the 9 of Swords, I also feel that perhaps you have to work through some fears or concerns or some negative thought patterns. Because whatever this is, it's meant to lift you up. But I feel that at the moment you can't see that because you're somehow stuck in the past. You have difficulty opening up to this new journey, I feel. And again, it's interesting. So many of my readings, I always get this message of be courageous enough to step out of your comfort zone. Be courageous enough to explore new things, new paths, go on a new journey. And this again is a reading where I'm getting this energy very strongly. Be courageous enough to go for the things you want. Hold that vision. Okay, let's have a look next at how claiming this blessing will change your life. How will claiming this blessing change your life? It's in you and prayer answered. Yeah, so it's really something that you have been praying for, you have been hoping for, you have been dreaming of. But somehow it felt out of reach for you because you felt stuck. You didn't know how to move forward from it. But it is in you. It is in you. You have the strength, you have the courage to get there once you step into this powerful energy. Okay. The Empress and Justice. Yeah, things will really align for you. And you will have the sense of peace and fulfillment and abundance, and also the sense of you are being rewarded for your hard work. Things are working out for you. You are getting into the right place. Things fall in place for you. Let's get some more cards to learn more about why you're stranded and how you can move out of that. Why are you stranded, or why do you feel stranded? 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. And how can you move out of that? King of Swords and Temperance. Yeah, again, I'm getting this feeling that for some reason you have a hard time believing in your dreams. Maybe you are very used to, I don't want to say bad experiences, but maybe you're coming from a very difficult place, a place where things didn't work out, a place where perhaps relationships didn't work out, or you weren't able to be successful in your career, or something didn't work out. And so maybe now you feel like things will never change. But I think that is something that is only in your head. It's like a belief that you have that you can never move out of the place you are in right now. But I'm here to tell you that is not the case. And with the 2 of Swords, I feel it all starts with a decision. It starts with a decision to claim your power with the King of Wands and now also the King of Swords. You're quite powerful. You just have to believe it. And you have to focus on the positive, on your good qualities. And perhaps pray and ask for guidance from the universe. But something or someone is coming in to support you. Could, of course, be support from the unseen world, but I think more so it is a person or people in real life who want to support you, who want to help you move forward. Because perhaps they see those things in you that you can't see within yourself, and that is that you're quite powerful. You're quite powerful, and you're also quite attractive, I think, with the King of Wands and the Attract Through Glow. And attractive doesn't have to mean like physically attractive. It could also mean that you have very attractive qualities, or qualities that other people value, or skills that other people value. And perhaps you just need an opportunity where you can shine, and this opportunity is coming in for you. But you have to trust that you can actually do it, that it's actually meant for you. And be decisive. And yes, it might be a bit of a long journey ahead of you, but don't let that discourage you. You will be able to support yourself through that journey. You have the strength, the endurance to take that path, to move yourself out of this sense of strandedness, to move yourself out of this sort of resignation. You can go on this journey. You can expand. You can grow into more abundance, into more feeling that you're at the right place at the right time instead of the wrong place at the wrong time. Things will work out for you. Trust that. And again, I'm repeating myself, but I think it's very important for you that you shift your energies to a more optimistic outlook on life, to a more inspired outlook on life. And understand that this focusing on the positive, it will give you this glow of inspiration that attracts things. And just to be clear, I'm not talking about this, manifestation is so easy, you just have to imagine things and they will become true. However, what is true is, like, would you rather sort of spend your time with a optimistic person or with a person who is pessimistic and has given up, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Shift your energy. And of course, there needs to be space to sort of process difficult emotions like grief or sadness or anxiety. But also there needs to be a space where you can allow joy and creativity and inspiration and optimism in. So focus on that, I think. Yeah, and throughout this whole reading, I'm feeling this great sense of heaviness that seems to be difficult to shift. But we are not at the end yet. Let's get some more cards to see what else you need to know about this. And maybe that will help us shift that heaviness. The vision, yeah, exactly. I think I mentioned it before. Have a clear vision, and that will draw things in. And the ring. Okay. Perhaps 2 more tarot cards. Whoops. Okay. 7 of Swords and Ace of Cups. Actually, just let me shift those around. Because I feel, and the 7 of Swords makes it so clear, and that I think it makes it clearer what I was trying to explain. There are some ways in which you're sabotaging yourself by believing that you're stuck, by sort of believing that you don't have the power to get to where you want. You don't have the skills perhaps to get where you want. That you're dreaming too big. No, you're not dreaming too big. You can actually reach your goals, and you do have the inner strength and the endurance to go on that path. And you will feel refreshed and new once you allow yourself to go on that path. And with this vision, again, I'm getting, hold this vision, and there are two owls again and those hands, So support is coming in. Trust that support is coming in. And with the ring I'm getting, or I'm hearing, everything will align. Because with this picture here, it looks like this path is very sort of twisting and turning and very difficult to see where it will lead. But in the end, it will all come together, as I already mentioned with the Justice card. Keep your vision, have a clear vision, make a clear decision that you are stepping out of those old energies now and stepping into those new energies. Okay, I think the message is getting very clear, and I think the message is also that you yourself are able to lift those heavy energies. You have more strength and more power than you think right now. And also allow support from others to come in, from the universe, from your guides, but also from the people in your life. Okay, let me try to sum up this reading in affirmations for you. I stop sabotaging myself by focusing on the negative and instead hold a positive vision for myself. I trust that I have the inner strength and endurance to follow my path all the way through to my dream life. I am open for new love, new friendship, new support. I am open to new people coming into my life who will love and accept and support me. I trust that I am deserving of all of the blessings that want to come into my life. It's interesting, I think we got the last affirmation or a very similar one also for group 2, so perhaps there's some more information for you in group 2. And if not, then I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Please consider liking and subscribing, and see you next time.